beautiful people, normal-looking people, the whole spectrum of numbers from 1 to 10 on how we judge people by their appearance. Welcome. If you're a 3 and just hanging on by a thread, I want you to know this is a safe place. Say you're a 5, but you believe that you're a 7, well, you're probably a 5. You know, sometimes you have to dress up, maybe put on a little extra makeup. Guys, maybe you have to grow out that beard to hide some juvenile acne. Whatever you must do to feel confident in yourself, whether you got new body wash or you're still scrubbing with Dove soap, just know that you're special. Because 2's a magic number, and 4 isn't much better. Evens and odds up to 10, we begin again. Shout out to all those 3s marching so bravely through this cold world. Shout out to all of the 6s. You're up there and indistinctly as time. We may forget, but we'll still show a picture of you to our best friends. Because you're a 6 and that's not so bad. At least you're not a 5. If you're a 1, guess what? It doesn't go that low. Because everyone has redeeming qualities about them, like big eyes or a nice smile or a good voice or some nice broad shoulders. Even if you're a girl and you have broad shoulders, you're not a 1, maybe a 1.5. Today we're rounding up, and today we're rounding up. 1's a 2, and 2's a 3, and 3's a 3, and 4's a 5, and a 5 might just slither in onto a 7 spot. Oh yes, and if you're an 8, then you're an 8, and if you're a 9, guess what? 'Cause nobody's perfect, 'cause no one's a 10. 'Cause if you think that you are, well, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You, my friend, have a flaw. Like broad shoulders or a weird nose or a crooked smile. Or maybe an eye hangs too low, or your forehead protrudes too much, or your ears sing too low, or your tooth is off color. Woo! Guys, welcome to My Tight Hamstrings. I am Graham Rogers, and with me, as always, is our band leader, Gerard Bauer. And that song's for anyone who thinks they're better or worse than they really are, because you are exactly what you think of yourself.
But nobody's a 1.
But no one's a 1 and no one's a 10, so the spectrum should be from 2 to 9.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you swing too hard the other way, you know, some people swing so hard ugly they get hot again. Post Malone, dude. That guy's so ugly, he's hot.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
That guy just is he's just, dude, he looks like a hairball. Yeah. You know, like, you know how cats cough up hairballs sometimes?
Like something you'd pull out of your vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, like a dust bunny. Dust money, dust money post balloon. I like that, dude. Just got over here. Okay, tried to go to the doctor today.
Dude.
It is the hardest, most infuriating search to find a doctor here in Los Angeles, because you don't know who's legit and who's a weed doctor. You don't know what doctors are practicing like all sorts of alternate medicine. Dude, I went to a doctor one time to try to cure my strep throat with peppercorns. A what? Dude, so anyway. So I go to the doctor because I just been sleeping like so much. I just have been chronically tired. Like, dude, I've been sleeping so much. And not that good kind of sleep. That sleep where you become sleep. You ever sleep so hard that you become sleep? That's me. Dude. I sleep so hard that I just know what it is to be just a dream. And it's weird when I wake up from my sleep, I just think about how it takes too much energy to do or go anywhere. And maybe that's just depression.
It sounds like depression to me, man.
I don't know what it is, but so I go to the doctor, dude, because I've just been snoozing so much. And I get there, dude, and I wait in. I went to the emergency clinic, which I don't know if it's an emergency.
Just a walk-in clinic.
I don't know if sleeping too much constitutes an emergency.
Call 911.
Now that I think about it.
I've been to sleep too much.
I slept 20 hours yesterday. Urgent care. Dude, so I go to this doctor, this urgent care doctor, and I can't pronounce his name. It has a lot of A's and F's in there. Like, kind of sounds like affluenza. But, so I go in there, and the technician is, taking my height and weight. Height 6'1". Weight 190. Occupation, football player. So they put me in this room, dude, and you know how when you go to the doctor and you just when you want something from a doctor, you gotta fucking exhibit those symptoms. Because what I want, because it's been hard for me to do anything, focus or write or read lately. So I want to get on a drug called Provigil, which helps. It's a nootropic, and it helps with just getting your brain into high gear. All right, that's what I've done a lot of research, and just in terms of just like helping me just not sleep all day. Maybe read a little bit. Like, dude, I want to read a book again. Do you remember when, I used to read books, and now every time I put a book in my hand, I just fall asleep.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to read a book on I want to learn a freaking craft. Like, I don't even want to learn a craft, but I want to read a book on crafts. Like, I want to learn, like, woodworking. Or, like, I really want to learn about, like, psychology. And I want to read, like, a play or something. Like, but, dude, I can't right now. So, but I'm thinking that this drug will help me, really, help with this. And so I go in the doctor in the waiting room, and he's like, "What are your symptoms?" I'm just like, "Dude, I'm just sleeping too much." He's like, "The doctor will be right with you." And so then what do you got to do? You got to get into character of sleepy-headed Graham. And so then, like, I'm in the waiting room, on the doctor's room, just zoning out, but with one eye open, because I want the doctor to see just how freaking tired I am, man. So then I'm in there for 30 minutes just fake sleeping, dude. Just fake sleeping. And then the nurse comes back there and says, I'm sorry, we can't help you out today because your insurance card got declined. I was like, what? He goes, yeah.
Declined?
Yeah, you ever heard of the insurance card getting declined, dude? That was me today.
You're overdrafted on your insurance?
Dude, well, what it is, it comes out of, it's dumb. It comes out of my checking account. It comes out of my mom's checking account. And what happens is, though, like, there's a pending process, all right? A pending process. And pending means you're not quite there yet. Like when a 6 becomes a 7, right? A pending. So it showed that I'm still active, all right? But it just didn't show it. So I go home. I'm super frustrated and even more tired. And then I'm on the phone with my insurance company, and then I'm on the phone with this doctor's office. And they were like, hey, okay, you got to get your insurance to call us. And then I called my insurance, and they're like, no, the doctor has to call us. And this went on for like 4 different times.
Awful.
Dude, it was awful. And I was like, and then at one point, the doctor just stopped answering my phone calls. I got screened by a doctor, dude. Even his nursing staff.
Ghosted you.
Ghosted me. And I was like...
You're like, sup? You up? Hey.
I was like, hey. I'm just here about to hibernate for a little bit. Where you at? So nothing really got resolved, I guess, is how that story ends. But I did fall asleep afterwards, just to spite that doctor who didn't give me what I wanted. I'll get what I want. I'm thrifty like that, dude.
Fuck you, doctor.
Fuck you, doctor. Yeah, dude, I think that's like one of the hardest things is just, I don't know, that process of finding a doctor is just ridiculous. It's so convoluted. It's just so much. But anyway, dude, I feel like I've just been kind of like in hibernation mode. It's like it's been a very strange existence. You know? But that's why you got to get out here. You got to go on that Uber Express, that Uber public pool. Dude, this guy had priors for sure. My Uber driver had 4 chains around his neck, dude, and an arm tattoo that was slightly faded. And he was only like 22 years old.
Yeah.
You know when you have a tattoo that's already faded when you're 22, that's probably like prison ink, right? That's like a big marker ink right there. But yeah, dude.
Badass.
So we're playing paintball on Saturday.
Yeah.
Dude, last time I played paintball was so I was like really into paintball back in the day, and I had a paintball gun and my brother didn't.
So you whooped his ass.
Dude, so I took him down to Purple Creek. We had this creek called Purple Creek back in the day. And I was like, Philip, I was like, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you run as fast as you can from a starting point. And I'm just going to shoot around you.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you. I'm just going to be like shooting at your feet just so, just for practice. And Philip, he's just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He's just all excited. So I line him up and I go, go! And just start pelting him from the gate. So, dude, I got in so much trouble. I think I'm still grounded from that, dude. Dude, I got so... It's pretty cruel, just a cruel joke to play on someone, saying you're not gonna... Especially a defenseless person, defenseless brother. Dude, he had no retaliation. I think he tried to throw a stick at me, but that didn't get too far. But, yeah, so maybe, I don't know, maybe, dude, I'm a little worried about my back. Redheads have very sensitive backs. So, we'll have to see about that. Maybe wear, like, extra...
Hey, just don't turn around, man. Don't get shot in the back.
Don't get shot.
That means you're a coward. That's why.
Dude, even when someone slaps me a little hard on the back... I'm like, ugh! Hurts like a motherfucker. Hurts like a motherfucker, dude. I was having this conversation with someone yesterday We're talking about like the weirdest places we've ever jerked off. This can get a little funky. You know, definitely done it. Dude, definitely jerked off on an airplane multiple times.
In the bathroom or in your seat?
In the bathroom.
Okay.
I think I maybe started in my seat.
Yeah, just a little rubbing.
So not a little bit of nubbing, rubbing. Just, dude, I think one time I jerked off in a minivan with my whole family in it.
Your family?
Yeah.
Okay, not just a random family.
No.
Climbed into a minivan, waited for the people to get in, jerked off, got out.
Started. I think that's the most adventurous and daring place I've done it before. And then my brother and I used to share a room, and whenever I thought he was asleep, I'd start cranking. And in the morning, he'd be like, dude, I heard you last night. How gross is that?
I actually just had a dream last night that I was hanging out, and one of my buddies kept coming in the room and jerking off while I was trying to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
That is really weird. What kind of what kind of buddy was this?
Well, he's my buddy who got super wasted at my bachelor party and was bouncing around all night long while people were trying to sleep. And we think he was on ecstasy or Molly. He was rolling on something. And we think he might have molested somebody in the basement, a guy. But we really don't know. Because the dude just came up and it's like, I got to go home. We're like, why? It's like 3 a.m. He's on his bike.
Oh,
it's like,
no.
It was in the basement. Just Dave wouldn't leave me alone. I was like, everybody's like, what? So maybe he got molested.
Dave
I don't mean to
got followed
laugh.
by a guy rolling on ecstasy.
Yeah. So
Dang.
that's what I think it was about. But that's serendipity. Talking about dudes jerking off in the room with each other.
In the basement also, at a wedding?
Bachelor party.
Oh. Dude.
Jerking off at a wedding, that would be, that's a bucket list for you.
That could happen. I mean, it's sure not that. At your wedding, you know?
I don't know. There might be some place you can tuck away and try
Probably
it.
so, like in a hedge grove.
Oh, yeah. There's hedges.
I definitely want to do a hedge grove kind of jerky.
Just off in the bushes.
Dude, one time on a bachelor trip to New Orleans, I fell in love with a stripper, and she was giving me a lap dance. I said, hold on here. What's your real name? I know that Chastity is not your real name. And she was like, it's Elizabeth. I was like, Elizabeth, you're too good for this.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, it's coming here. And I was like, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay you for the lap dance, but I'm going to take you out. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And so I take her out of the strip club, and we're walking around the French Quarter. And this is late at night, so there's really no places open to eat. But what happened is that her bosses were tailing us in a truck. And I was like, who are these guys that look like they're about to jump me? She's like, oh, don't worry about them. They're just protecting me. I was like, this doesn't make me feel any better. I think that'd be the worst thing. Worst part of a stripper's job is to have someone say you're too good for this. Right?
Yeah, you should never say it.
No. God.
They're empowered, man.
Yeah, you can strip if you want to strip.
I mean, what would you do if people would give you that amount of money just to, like, take off your clothes and hang out with them?
I would do just that.
Yeah, exactly. There's
nothing too good about making a little cash on the side, you know? I don't think anyone's ever offered me money for anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this one guy in Halloween, like 4 years ago, asked me to suck his dick on the sidewalk, but
no money involved, or
I think he was gonna give me a bump of crack. Because he was like, you want a bump of crack? And I go, what? And he goes, what? And then I went to a 7-Eleven, and I was dressed as Wilfred the dog. And I went outside, and there was this group of like 8 people rapping. 8 like fucking gangster-ass black dudes rapping. And I hop in, I'm like, yo, let me get in on this. And I'm Wilfred the dog, looking cute and cuddly as fuck. And one of the guys goes, yo, you got that phone for the beats? And I was like, I'm a part of it already. So I give them my phone, I blink, and they're all gone. I go back to the party. The same guy is getting his dick sucked from another guy. Not only am I phoneless, now I don't even got a dick in my mouth.
Wow. What a turn.
What a turn. Dude, I remember walking around aimlessly in Hollywood for 4 hours, and when I got home finally, I had just to write down everything I knew about myself.
Because you lost your phone?
I think I lost my mind that night, dude. We got kicked out of the party because one of my friends was being inappropriate or something. Hasn't happened in a while, though. Being inappropriate at a party. You know?
Private party? Or are you in like a bar?
Party. No, it was someone's house party.
Oh man.
It was fun, dude. I remember there was girls there and hunch punch and pretzels, dude. That's a fun party right there. I don't know what I'm gonna go for as Halloween this year. I think I'm gonna go as a face tattoo. I think I'm just gonna Sharpie up my face, dude. I'm gonna do it, dude. Eternally damned but grateful. I'm gonna do it. I need a tattoo artist out there, someone that can really spoof up my face. I would love that. Man, every time I wake up from a nap, I just want a tattoo someplace. But then everyone's like, dude, I don't think you're hard enough for a tattoo. What do you think, dude? I don't know.
I mean, a face tattoo, you don't have the cred quite yet. I mean, you need to kind of become famous and then go crazy, and then you could get a face tattoo.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the kind of guy you are.
I need a relapse.
But you got to be famous first. Yeah. Otherwise, nobody cares.
No one cares, dude. Sometimes I see these kids that have face tattoos that like no one cares about. I'm just like, oh, man. That's a mistake when you're trying to get a job at thrifty car rentals. You know? I don't know, dude. I got a big forehead.
A lot of space to work with.
A lot of space. I could put a whole like triptych up on here. I'm trying to think if there's any other like things. I don't know. I gave myself a haircut yesterday.
Looks pretty good so far.
Thanks, dude. I just took a razor to it and I think the back's a little bit butchered, but that's kind of what you expect for a face tattoo, for haircuts.
Self haircuts.
Yeah, dude. I have some other news that I can't say right now because I promised my mom I wouldn't say, but mom's in Morocco right now, dude. Just having a good old time. Here I am, dude. I feel like fall time in LA is like a lie. So hot, dude. God, all I want is some freaking Provigil right now. Let's break into a song. I need to wake up a little bit. Provigil, where have you gone? And where have you been for so long? My mind seems numb, my heart seems cold. I need Provigil in my bones. Where have you been? I'm needing you. Look me in the face, Provigil 2 milligrams. I love you, turn my brain on and activate you. I went to the doctor today, wouldn't take my insurance 'cause they said it was out of date. I gave the nurse a snarky glance. She looked at me with her funny pants, and I walked out and I slept for a while, but not before sending out 2 text messages that said I'm sick as a dog, and I slept and I ate some of the yogurt covered pretzel sticks, and they were yogurty pretzel sticks. Provigil, where have you been? Alright, here we go. Yo, Provigil, where you been? Thinking about you from the 10 to 10. Thinking about you when my day begins, and I'm thinking about you when my night ends. Coming to me, wake me up, hook me up and get me high. Looking for that extra brain weight, so I can write. High as the sky, I wanna solve equations in my mind with Provigil. You can do anything, stay in school. Fuck off.
Stay in school.
Take Provigil. If you can't get that, well, buy Adderall from your friends. $5 will get you where you need to be in the end. Provigil. Dude, I'm gonna order Provigil from this Indian website, dude. I've already been talking to this guy named Raj.
Yeah?
He kind of has my back. He doesn't know me, but...
A little back internet connection.
Back internet, dude. If
Dark
you're tracing
web.
me, dark web. Webs up.
On that fucking
Webs
dark
up.
web.
Webs up, hose down.
Webs up.
Webs up, hose down. Yeah. I feel like, dude, I don't know, man. I'm talking to this guy named Boris the other day.
What's up with Boris?
I don't know. What is up with Boris, dude?
Sounds like a bore.
Boris, according to the story, yeah. Boris has like big arms. They're kind of flabby. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, dude.
Big flabby arms.
I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I think it was that Uber public pool that I was in earlier, dude. It got me all wiped out a little bit.
Well, yeah, we're at 27 minutes, so, you know.
Well, all right, let's finish off on a high note. Okay. So today we learned that numbers don't really matter in society. You're your own number. You know, right now, I feel like an honest 4. You know, but tomorrow I can feel like a 7. And, you know, same with you. You just make up your own number. Gerard right here is a stunning 10. He's about to get married, and we're going to play paintball soon. And what else we learned? We learned that I definitely need or definitely want to get Provigil, but, you know, we'll see about that. And we'll see how the back order of the internet goes. We learned some songs. We had some fun. And you know what? It is what it is today. You know, I put it out there, and now I'm going to go talk to Gerard for a little bit. This has been My Tight Hamstrings. I'm Graham Rogers, and with me, as always, is Gerard Bauer. We'll see you later.